To log into your website, you'll need to go to the particular URL that you were provided, which may vary depending on the security settings used for your website. So to protect your website, the login page may have been moved to a different URL so that hackers have a harder time trying to batter your website with login attempts. So once you go to the URL, you should see a login screen similar to this. And so what you're going to do is you're going to put in your username or your email address, and then you put in your password. And once you put in your details, you go ahead and click Login. Once you've logged into your website, you should see something similar to this. This is the WordPress admin dashboard. The dashboard has this black bar along the top with some different controls, and you should see a black bar along the side with some controls as well. These options and controls will vary depending on what plugins and features you have activated on your website. If your website was built by Making the Impact, you should have several plugins that we typically include with your WordPress website. You should see an option for Fluent Forms Pro, Beaver Builder, WordFence, and Lightspeed Cache. You may also have a backup plugin called Updraft Plus, which will show up on the top here, and it will also appear under Settings under Updraft Backups. You should also see some kind of analytics plugin. If you have simply Cocoa Analytics plugin installed, it will show up here under the first option in menu here under Analytics. If you have Visitor Analytics IO installed, it will appear as one of the options below Posts here. WordPress includes a number of standard core components that are part of your website that will appear in this menu. For example, posts, media, pages, comments, appearance, plugins, users, tools, and settings. The main content of your website will mostly be controlled through pages and posts. This is where you'll find the majority of your content. The main pages of your website will be under Pages, and if you have a blog or news section of your website, it will probably be under Posts. Whenever you upload an image or a PDF file or some other kind of media on your website, it's going to be found under Media and Library. You can always upload files by going there, or you can upload it when you are inserting an image or something into a page or blog post. When you want to be able to change some aspect of your website, such as the navigation bar on the top of the website, or change the footer, or change the color across the website for like a link or something else, you'll find a lot of those settings under Appearance. There's different options on the menu, and we'll talk about those later, but that's where you're going to find those kinds of controls and settings will be in these sections. The plugins option on the menu is where you're going to find the different extensions, where you can add extensions and you can enable, disable, and remove the ones that are currently installed on your website. If you need to add or edit users on your website, you can do so through the Users menu options. All users will show you what users are registered on your website. You can add a new user, and you can also edit your profile.